If you've ever looked around your life mid-goal and thought, wait, should I have this shit figured out by now? Same. Let's talk about why still being a mess does not mean you're not making progress. Welcome back to Gym Bag Confessions. I'm Rochelle.
My name is AnnMarie, and we are coming to you live literally in the middle of the mess. And part of this mess is that it took us over an hour to figure out our tech issues. Microphone is still not connected, but I'm pretending it is. So we're just rolling with it. Rochelle was like, "This is perfect. We're talking about the mess today." I feel like the universe has just been like, "You're going to work with it." So
Yeah, we'll make it a real big mess.
I know we have been. It's been probably over a month since we've done our challenge, and we totally do not have our shit together. And that's making progress. So I actually was looking back at photos from myself. I've been looking, on your iPhone when the photos come up of your memories, and I was looking back at old photos of me. I was
Mm,
like, oh my God, like my face has completely changed. Like my face looks so much chubbier back
mm,
then. And then I was like, you have made lots of progress. It's just you see yourself every day doing the same things. And sometimes it might
mm-hmm.
not feel like you're making progress, but even when you're in those moments where things feel chaotic and they're not moving forward, you're learning something, you're experiencing something for you to actually be moving forward. So have patience.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah. So, a few of the things that we are going to be talking about today. The first one is why we thought we'd have it together by now. And we're going to talk about the myth of getting it. Thing that we're going to talk about is what if the point of it is not to have everything together. Talk about is how we're moving forward so imperfectly. So we're just sharing what's happening with.
All right, let's jump into our confession for the week. So, Susanna from Idaho wrote in and she said, I told myself I'd be fully back in my routine after I recovered from my knee surgery. It's been 3 months since I was cleared to work out. And I just meal prepped string cheese and watched gym fails on TikTok as my workout. I'm like, all right, Susanna. Well, string cheese is protein and laughing is a killer core workout. So you're
So
you're
you're
winning.
good. Sometimes it's the little things, honestly. Like I that was
Yeah.
me yesterday and like last week. I was like, I think if I watch videos about working out, it's basically the equivalent of me working out.
Yeah. Visualization, guys. I'm visualizing myself doing it. Just like the
Exactly.
pro athletes. I can just picture
Oh
Susanna
my
going,
God.
this is Monday string cheese. This is Tuesday string cheese. This this is Wednesday string cheese. Be funny.
A good string cheese is
Yeah.
honestly, I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah. Do you okay? String cheese question. Do you peel it like
Oh
strings?
my God, you
Or do you
have
just like chew it like a savage?
ew, no. Oh my God, that is criminal. You
Okay,
can't
so you
chew it.
peel it
You gotta
like
peel it. It's a
like God
part of the
intended.
experience. Yeah, like God intended. It's part of the
Okay, good.
experience.
We could still be friends. Okay.
If anybody savagely eats a cheese string, please do not send us a video of you just gnawing on a cheese string without peeling it. Like that is just
Ah,
cannot.
mm-mm. No, wrong.
Now we'll just get all these
Wrong.
DMs of everybody just chewing a full cheese stick or cheese string. What? I mean, okay, there's differences between cheese string and cheese stick. Cheese string is like the ones that are like the round ones that you have to peel, and then a cheese stick is the ones
Yes.
that are like
Yes.
square that you can actually chomp on.
Yeah, you can't peel that. Yeah, you
No,
can't peel cheddar cheese
no.
stick. No.
You can't peel real cheese, you
No.
can peel fake cheese.
Exactly. If it says string cheese on the little bag, it is to be peeled. If it says cheese stick, it is to be eaten,
Eaten.
chewed.
Okay. I'm so glad we clarified all of these today. And that kind of leads perfectly into
It's
why
important.
we, yeah, exactly. Kind of leads into why we thought we'd be together by now. So it's so interesting because kind of like what we were talking about last week, it's like we have this perfect idea of what we think things are going to look like. And,
Hmm.
it's like, okay, you have your calendar organized. It also looks perfect. and then life fucking happens, you know?
It's so
And
pretty and sparkly.
I
Yes.
know, I know. And I think it's like we confuse becoming this higher version of ourselves with becoming a new identity instantly. And it's like, it just takes time to incorporate some of these things, and life is going to fucking happen. Maybe it even happens to you for a month, 2 months, 3 months, like Savannah said. You know, like it
Yeah.
just happens. And I think we need to really get away from this idea of thinking that we need to have everything together, because why?
Well, I think like so I was like talking about like the myth of getting it together, like the having it all together is never like there's not it's not like an end point. Like you're going on a hike, you know where the peak of the mountain is as an end point. Having it all together is never there's never an end point. It's like it's constantly moving and you're moving, it's moving. But it
I think it's like,
also makes me think of something that we talked. Oh, go ahead. No, you go.
no, you go. I want to hear what you were going to say.
It reminds me of something else that we talked about, and I think we're going to be talking about later is that like there is no end destination. If you're really going to think about the end destination, it's today. It's today. It's right now,
Hmm.
and there is no getting it all together. Like you don't magically like poof have your shit together. I don't know.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
No, I was just saying it was like as soon as like, I kind of started for the week, it's like going into like comparison of like, oh, well, this woman has her shit together. And like, is
Mm-hmm.
everybody actually winning that hard? Like, everybody has their own shit. I saw
Yeah.
this couple online, and it's the girl that owns Buff Bunny. She's fucking awesome. Like, she has just really good energy
Oh
of
yeah,
like
for sure.
all women like want like
Mm-hmm.
like incorporating all types of bodies into the gym, and I love that. And
Mm-hmm.
she works really fucking hard to like get to where she is, and like I've
Mm-hmm.
just watched a lot of interviews about her, and I'm like, oh, her story is actually really inspiring. And I see some of these people who have everything, and it's like, okay, to get there you actually need to like just fucking grind so hard. And then her and her partner were talking about their infertility issues that they've been having, and he had some
Mm.
problems, and he was like, shit, I thought it was because I took testosterone too early and I fucked all my shit up. And like, you know
Mm.
everybody's going through their own shit, so they're dealing with their own things. And like, it's cool that they're sharing what they're experiencing, because it kind of like humanizes everybody. But it's like there's so many people who just make it all look so fucking perfect. We can learn something from everybody, right? It's like, how can we get better at just like sticking along to our paths and like staying disciplined and
Mm-hmm.
consistent in a way that feels really good to us? Because I think about these people who built these bajillion-dollar businesses, and I used to think that I want that, and now I think about it, I'm like, I actually don't want that. I don't want to wake up every morning and grind for like 18 hours a day, sleep, and then wake up and do it again. I'm like, I prefer my balance, and I prefer like having
Mm-hmm.
time to myself, because I don't want to burn out. And that just sounds like burnout to me, but it works for someone else.
Absolutely. Like it's my brain's going in a lot of different ways. All of a sudden I was visualizing my ideal life. And I think the other day I just realized I was like, you know what I really want to do? I just want to inherit money. I mean, I don't want the people to die in order for me to inherit the money. I don't want that part. But like I just want to live the my sleeping beauty life without
Yeah.
the sleeping beauty part, the whole
Yeah.
spindle thing.
Yeah.
Like I want to
Yeah.
be in my fucking hammock. Like I think we were talking about that also when we were looking at like what do we want for our podcast? What do we want for our business? What do we want for our lives? It's like really looking at what do we actually want it to look like? Do we want to be this like you're talking about like, oh, I don't want to be this. I don't actually know if I want this $1 billion empire, and like all the things that go with it. Like it's like what do I actually want? And not like what do I think I'm supposed to want, but what is it
Yes.
that I
Yeah.
really want? And
Yeah.
so like in terms of like health and wellness and our lives and having it all together, like in the health aspect is like what do we actually want? I even actually been having this conversation with myself in small pieces in the mirror because like I've gained a little bit of weight because I haven't been strict like this whole week. I worked out once yesterday and it's Saturday. I worked out Friday and I haven't worked out and I have definitely not been eating on plan. Think I had 4 cupcakes yesterday.
That sounds so fun.
They were delicious. Yeah, yeah, it was fun. It was great. So I've like filled out a little, and I was looking at myself in the mirror at the gym, and I've looked at myself in the mirror in the bathroom, and I go, you know what? I actually kind of like some of the curves that have kind of filled out a little bit more since I've gained weight. Like yes, there's parts of me that I would still like. I would like to be a little slimmer just because it would be I'm healthier. But I'm like, actually, I'm not mad at this the way I look right now. And I've started to look at myself and going, maybe the trajectory, maybe the goal that I've set for myself isn't actually what I want.
Mm.
I feel like maybe we're taking this off topic a little bit, but that's okay. But like,
No, I think
maybe
it's
this
good.
getting it all together, like maybe getting this, like what we picture. I think we even talked about this last week or the 2 weeks before of saying like, well, what is it that I actually want? And what is this perfect picture that I've painted for myself? And is that even really what I want?
Hmm.
Do I want to be this robot that's perfect, that's not human, that's, or like, what does having it all together really look like? And making sure, like you said, we're looking at everybody's curated lives online.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to show you their big old bloated stomach. I mean, maybe they will. Maybe not many people will. But nobody's gonna, it's like those funny like those funny Instagram posts where they're like, "Here's my photo shoot," and now look behind me, and it's like the unfinished kitchen that's being in the middle of the remodel and like stacks of shit everywhere, and you're like, "That's real life," but we're thinking everything has to be this
Look
picture,
perfect.
you
Yeah, for
know?
your Instagram grid. Where did we get this idea that we have to have it all together and that needs to be looking a certain way? You know what I mean? You can apply that to any concept from your body to your house to your job to your career to your financial situation. Like, why do we think it all needs to be perfect and together like all the fucking time? Like, this is life. Like, our souls came down here to experience life. And it's like, you know, when I was in the middle of one of my mushroom trips one time, I was like, just realizing how fucking amazing my life is. And I was like, oh my God, it's all fucking perfect. It's all so perfect.
Hmm.
So perfect. Like, whatever the fuck is happening, it's all just so beautiful and so amazing because literally it is. And it's like, if we just let the fuck go a little bit and like, I just, when I think about what I want to look back on my life for, I want to look back on my life to like realize that like, oh, I had so much fun. I ate the fucking cupcakes. I indulged. I had presence with the food that I was eating. I was enjoying the company that I was with rather than being so fucking hyper obsessed with the macros, you know? So,
Hmm.
um, or like just being so obsessed with like losing weight and getting smaller. It's like, how can I just focus on like being strong as fuck, enjoying the shit out of my life,
Hmm.
and not feeling like I need to have it all together. Like, I don't have it all together. And I think like in the last few years, I've really let myself be like that. Like, I don't have it all together, and that's okay. It's not perfect, but that's what
Yeah,
makes
that's not the
your
point.
own
Yeah.
individual life be so beautiful. Yeah.
I like that. I like that thought of like, if I look back, what is it that I want? What would I actually care about? If I'm like, I'm freaking 90 and I'm looking back, what is it actually that I want that would matter to me? It would be like, yeah, I'd be super excited if I was like, look how badass I was. And I'm sure I'll still be like, kind of badass at 90. Um, but I mean, sure, I'd be excited about look how badass I was, look how strong I was. That was exciting. But I think it would be more like, look how well I took care of myself so that I
Mm-hmm.
can be here at 90
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
being vital and interacting with my grandchildren and probably great grandchildren at that point and maybe still living a great life. And I think one of the things I would really be excited about looking back on is I learned to love myself. I loved
Mm.
myself. I took care of myself from a place of love, not
Yeah.
from a place of anything else, but that I think I would be
Softness.
really excited and really proud of. I loved myself. I
Yeah.
think that's what I would if I'm gonna have it all together. That's what I would really want. But um, I think it's just really, if we want to look at like what does having it all together really mean, it's just consistency. It's not failing. It's not falling on your face. It's not never having to restart. It's just, oh, okay, here we go. Pick myself back up and keep going. Pick myself back up and keep going. Pick myself up and keep going,
Hmm.
and not beat myself up the whole way, but just
Hmm.
like keep going, keep trying, keep working at it, keep figuring out what's going to work better for you. And I think that's consistency. And consistency is really what it means to have it all together.
Yeah, yeah. And like feeling, I think it's probably just like feeling good. Like, if we could change it, like having it all together just like means for me, I guess like being proud of myself and like how I've shown up for myself and like not
Mm-hmm.
forcing myself into perfection. It's like, am I doing 80% of what I want for myself? Yes. And it's actually really interesting because yesterday I didn't want to go to the gym like at all last week. I went twice and then I got sick. And then I went 2 times, 2 or 3 times this week. And I was like, that's perfect. That's enough. And I even went to the gym yesterday and I had to chat GPT. I'm like, motivate me to go to the gym. Because I
Oh,
was like, I can't, I don't want to go. I was there and I was
that's
like,
hilarious.
I was there and I was like, oh, I don't want to be here, but I also like, I knew my energy wasn't 100% in my sets and in my reps and like all the things, but I was like, I'm fucking here. I'm fucking here when I really fucking didn't want to come. And that
Mm-hmm.
like felt good. When I left, I was just like, at least I went for myself because I know I'm going to look back and be like, I'm so glad I still pushed myself on sometimes when I didn't want to go. Like I don't like pushing myself to the point where I hate it so much because I'm like I would just never show up again. So it's like giving
Yeah,
giving yourself grace and also kicking yourself in the
yeah.
so
Little combo of both.
what if we started to look at the real transformation is happening in those in between moments, in the messy moments, like when we feel like we don't have it together right now? Like, what if the transformation is still happening? It's not making
Mm-hmm.
one point in our lives more important than the other, but it's like, what if the transformation's still happening right now? Even if it feels like you've gone backwards, it's part of the process, it's part of the learning, it's part of
Mm.
the experience. What if it's just like allowing yourself to be in the present moment of what life is experience like giving you in this moment to learn about and to experience? Because I
Mm-hmm.
think I know I've said it before, but it's like there's so many lessons inside of the mess. Like when you have it all together, you're not learning everything.
Yeah,
It's kind of the same as like people will say in business, like if you're failing, that's when you're learning. But when you're winning, you're not learning anything. You're just winning.
absolutely.
It's like, okay, cool. So then
Mm-hmm.
what? So it's like look at the mess or the failure as like feedback and information, and that's where you're learning. And so it's like, how are you still showing up
Mm-hmm.
for yourself in the chaos? And at that point is when you're already winning. We found a quote that we wanted to read that we feel is perfect for this section. And it says, there's no badge for being flawless, but there is power in staying the course when things feel undone.
I don't know if you've heard that before. People are like there's no busy badge. People are like, oh, I'm so busy, like it's something to be proud of, or I'm so overwhelmed, like
Mm.
it's something to be proud of. Like I'm overwhelmed, I'm busy, so that means I'm important. I'm
Imagine
amazing.
you had that. You had this badge that you actually wear in public. It's like, I am overwhelmed. Congratulate me.
Congratulate me. Yeah. I am perfect.
Yeah,
Bow
I
at my
am
feet.
perfect. Yeah. Shit. Honestly. But that's what people think. Been there.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about how we are moving forward imperfectly. And so, AnnMarie, how have you been kind of managing your mess lately? So, what's been your mess lately?
My mess lately has been I was sick last week. Okay, so I started, oh yeah, this is my mess. So I started my protocol with my naturopath for my gut, healing my gut. And it's crazy
Mm-hmm.
because I started the supplements on like a Tuesday or no, maybe on like a Thursday, I think. And then I woke up Saturday morning and I was fucking puking my guts out. And I knew there was like
Ugh.
detox symptoms, but I didn't realize that it was actually going to make me throw up. And
Yeah.
I thought I had the flu, and the more that I think about it, the more that I'm like, no, I think it was just my body detoxing because I've also felt a little bit nauseous lately. But honestly, my poops have been healthier than they've
Tired.
ever been. Yeah, and I've been really tired. And so I'm like, I know my body is getting back into alignment, and I know this, like, the symptoms I'm having is helping my body ultimately and like repairing my gut, right? I was really tired, so fatigued. I was not feeling well. My period was here. Oh my God, yeah. On top of that, my period was just like fucking taking me for a ride. And I was like,
Mm.
what is happening? I have no energy to go to the gym. And I didn't want to like prep any of my meals. I just wanted to sit on the couch and watch TV for days. And
Mm.
so
Yeah.
I let myself do it. Like when I called in sick to work, I just sat at home on the couch, watched TV, and I was like, I actually just need the time and space for my body to heal. And healing takes sometimes like lots of energy. So, yeah, my period was here. I just let myself do that. And then I really didn't want to go back to the gym because I think sometimes when you take a big break, it's like hard to get back into it. But I'm feeling like really good now. So I feel like there was like so many things happening. First, it was like my relationship with food, and then now I'm in a better place with it. And I'm like, doing that, but then I felt like, oh my God, like why is it taking me so long to like get back into like the groove of things?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, who fucking cares? If I work
Yeah.
out three days a week, like I'm super happy because I know I'm still making a lot of gains, and I have been lifting fucking crazy heavy lately. So I'm like, it's okay if I work out 3 days, that's perfect. So I've just been
Yeah.
managing my chaos through chat inspired, getting me to the workouts, chat inspired, chat fueled workouts.
Chat's been managing me.
Yeah, literally. And it even messaged me the other day and it was like, tell me when you get back so I can hype you up. I was like, oh my God.
It
Anyways,
messaged you?
no, sorry, it didn't message me. It was like at the end of its thread, it was like, tell me when you get back so I can hype you up. And I was like, no.
Oh, I was like, is Chat texting you?
No,
That's
sorry.
next
Yeah,
level.
that's pretty much the basis that we're on. Anyways, but yeah, so the things that have kind of been working is like
You're in a relationship.
we
Nice.
are. We are. Me and Chad have a relationship. So, yeah, I would say the things that are working is like just finding small things that I can anchor into, like decreasing my goals instead of
Mm.
working out 4 days. Okay, can I hit three? If I get to whatever, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. And then like walking to work, you know, still packing my food. I have a lot of supplements and shit that I need to take. I have not been perfect with any of that with my naturopath, but I'm
Yeah.
like just doing the best that I can. And I'm like, you know what? I tell myself, I'm like, it's still gonna fucking work even if I'm not perfect. So just keep going. So that's kind of what's
Oh,
been working
nice.
for me. Yeah. What about
Nice.
you?
That's great. So my chaos mess, hot mess life right now is like I've been just so burnt out. Like I'm just like burnt out with life. Like I just want to like run away and go live on a island in a hammock and just read all day or just like go under the covers and just be like, I'll see you guys in a month. Talk to you later. Catch me up in a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like so I've been like work has been I keep waiting for work to not be so chaotic and stressful, and I don't know actually if that's ever I'm like starting to realize like I think this might just be the baseline for this position. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm evaluating that and thinking about how I want to deal with that. Like, okay, do I need to clean up my mental game around it? And my obviously, I probably absolutely need to do that. But like, is it just that, or is it like I need to like really evaluate the job itself? I've been in this weird funk where like I don't want to eat. Like I'm hungry, like so I want to eat, So it's not like I don't want to starve myself, but like food, like I can't even like you could say a food to me and I'd be like, mm-mm, nope, nope, nope. None of it sounds good except for fucking cake. That's literally the only thing that sounds good to me right now. Cake. That's such a random thing because I'm not really like a cake person. But like I'm like meat, steak, burger, chicken. cheese, and I love cheese. All the stuff. I'm like, God, I don't want to eat any of it. I just want cake. Oh my God, now I feel like that I'm in the French Revolution right now. But it's so random. Like, so, like, no food, no healthy food, no unhealthy food, besides cake, obviously, sounds good. And I'm exhausted all the time. And I'm like, I've been making food choices, like, all my food intolerances, right? And I've been like, this doesn't taste good. I have a huge fucking headache and I get like phlegmy and itchy and massive headaches from a second I eat any of the food I'm not supposed to,
Hmm.
or that my body doesn't like, I should say. And I eat it and I go, this doesn't even taste good. I feel like shit. Where's another one? What the fuck? And I'm eating the food and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me right now? You are literally hurting yourself. It doesn't even taste good. So it's not like it's worth the pain. And you're like, eat it. I'm like, okay, girl, you need to go therapy twice a week. Twice a week. Because once a week's not working. I'm like, there's some sabotaginess happening right now. So that's my mess. I'm like acting illogical, like I'm not being rational. It's
Yeah.
because I'm a woman. We don't have rationality in me. But so what's still that's a terrible joke. But anyway, um, so what's still working for me is I have been allowing myself to rest. So like I said earlier, like I only worked out Friday, and for the most part, I was really good about allowing that because I would remind myself, oh, AnnMarie takes off a whole week regularly as part of her like deload and resetting. And she has phenomenal results and she looks great and she's healthy and she's thriving. Even if you don't feel like you are, I see you and I
Hmm.
see you as doing really well and having really good balance. And so I use that to remind myself of like, this is really good. And I have been sick this week. Like, my
Give
food choices
yourself
aren't
so much
helping because that
grace.
congests me. But I have like sinus stuff going on. I'm sure you could hear. But
Yeah.
I'm resting. And I actually started to look at my calendar and being like, if waking up at 4:45 a.m. is causing you to be more tired throughout the day and making the day harder, that's not the only way to succeed. I know I like working out in the morning, but maybe for a season, I need to work out at night
Yeah, I
and
love
being okay
that.
with that. And like, I mean, as silly as that sounds, like me even contemplating doing something different is a huge win for me because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh. And so I've allowed myself to sleep in and change my alarm so it's not going off at 4:45 anymore and being like, and this is great. And I'm starting to get
Good.
better sleep. The last
Yeah.
3 days, probably the NyQuil helps, but the last 3 days I'm like, I haven't had good sleep in months. This is so
Oh my
restorative.
God.
I'm waking up and being like, oh, hey, I'm here.
No, honestly, it's so important. I've had seasons where I've really enjoyed waking up really fucking early. And then I've also had seasons where I'm like,
Hmm.
I can't wake up early. I don't want to. It's just not what I want. And it's like your life, like I used to have this idea in my mind that it was like, I'm going to make this schedule and this schedule is going to be my life forever. And it's like, dude, what's
Yeah,
the fun in
yeah,
that? Like, just meet yourself where you're fucking at.
yeah,
Like, if this month works to wake up really fucking early and you're super excited about it, fucking do it. If next month you don't want to do it, don't fucking do it, you know?
yeah, yeah. It's so funny, like you say that. I'm like, oh my God, yeah. You think you make this ideal schedule, you make this ideal whatever your goals are, whatever this picture is, and you're like, this is set in stone. And any deviation from that is failure,
Mm-hmm.
weakness, imperfection.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
unacceptable imperfection. And you're like,
Mm-hmm.
what?
Yeah. Yeah. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Okay. Okay. So, question for you, listener. What is your mess? Identify what's your mess? What's going on right now? And what is still working for you? Are you still doing daily check-ins? Are you like connecting with people in your community or like your friends? Are you um if you're just like doing the bare minimum, I got words. That's still working. It's still, are you moving in some way? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you like, is your mindset around certain things changing? All those things could still be considered. You're still working. You're still showing up for yourself. Maybe your best this week was 70%. Hell, maybe your best this week was 10%. It's still better than just quitting altogether because you weren't 100%.
Yeah.
The goal isn't to be 100% perfect all the time.
Yeah.
Not
Just doing
even,
the best that you can
because that's
in the week.
impossible.
Yeah. It's so true.
So
I
don't
think,
quit just because you're not at 100%.
yeah, absolutely. I think our She's Making Gains segment lends perfectly to this because Alexa said she missed 2 workouts, and instead of spiraling about it, she just showed up the next day, went to the gym, and that's the win. And it's so true. Like I hadn't worked out probably for like 5 or 6 days, and then I was like, oh, dreading the first workout. And then I was at work, and then I was like, no, I'm leaving here and I'm going immediately to the gym because sometimes I'll have a snack. And I was like, I'm going literally beeline to the fucking gym. And then I got there, like crushed the
Mm-hmm.
workout, and I was like, oh, there was a lot of like, I realized when I changed my energy and changed my intention,
Mm.
everything shifted. Not every day is going to be like that. Like then the next day I was like, I just still don't want to go. And I was dragging my ass the whole time I was there, but I still fucking went, which is better than sitting at home
Yeah,
and
that's
feeling
awesome.
guilty. So,
Both of
Alexa,
those
we
are
fucking
huge
see
wins.
you. You build confidence every time that you follow through.
Well done, Alexa. So here is our kind of a recap takeaway of this episode is this episode right here, right now, this is your permission slip to not have it all together and still be proud of where you're at.
The people who win long term are not the ones who always have it together. It's just the ones who just keep going without having it together and allowing themselves to fail and get back up, right? It's like we think about it in
Mm-hmm.
business sense, somebody who's willing to eat shit over and over and over again and look like an idiot and not know what they're doing and feel like they don't have it together, but they just get up and keep going
Mm-hmm.
and keep going and keep going. Those are the people who have success. So don't let yourself just drop
Absolutely.
everything altogether. Yeah, maybe you need to scale back. Maybe you've overcommitted on what you need to put together for yourself, but it's just like me yourself
Mm-hmm.
where you're at.
Absolutely. So tell us, what does your hot mess look like right now? And what's still working, even in the mess? So send us your gain, your confession, your bare minimum win. We want to celebrate that with you. So you can pop it in the comments below or in the link in the description and the show notes. You can see the link where you can send us your confessions, send us your gains so we can shout you out on the podcast. And if you're in the Hot Girl Challenge, check in, even if it's just to say, hey, I'm still breathing. I'm alive. I brushed my teeth today. That counts.
It does. That was amazing. Thank you guys again so much for listening, and we will see you next.
Bye.
Bye.